Hello, everyone. Welcome to the second part of MHA season 3. Hmm, As you already know, yes, this is the second half of MHA season 3, the provisional license exam arc. This is mainly focusing on that, yes, as well as a couple ones after. Uh, without without any without further ado, let's get right into it. And remember, like I said last time, it's important to keep yourself hydrated before and while doing this. All right, the first one up is create those ultimate moves. Can you guys see okay? Just wanted to be sure. Welcome to UA High, the prestigious school that's turned out some of the world's greatest heroes. I'm running toward my dream in these halls, learning to overcome obstacles and save people with a smile on my face. That's how I'll become the greatest hero in the world. Young Midoriya, listen. I'm officially retired as a pro. It's clear now that my body won't allow me to fight another battle. The last sparks of One for All have left me, and my muscle form won't last for any significant amount of time. I can't protect you when I put yourself in danger now, and you're always rushing in to try and help no matter what I tell you, destroying your body over and over. Yet back there, you managed to rescue your friend without being injured or getting into a fight. I'm so proud of you. From here on out, I will devote myself to training you. You're stuck with me, so let's keep working hard together. Thank you. Nothing would make me happier, All Might. I'll do my best. Wait, this isn't. Oh, right. I'm in the dorm now. Good morning. After being attacked by the League of Villains twice in one school year, UA brought its students to live on campus in order to keep us safe. Our dorm, Heights Alliance, a 5-minute walk from the main school building. Things were a little strange at first, but once we finally settled into our new home, we returned to our normal coursework and our goal of becoming heroes. I will definitely be a pro one day because of what I inherited from All Might. Not just One for All, but his spirit too. I believe we mentioned this already, but your main focus this summer is obtaining provisional hero licenses. Yes, sir. Do not take this lightly. A hero license means you're responsible for human lives. You can imagine that the exam to receive one is difficult. Hold on. Sorry about that, a little error. Let's continue. Only 50% of students pass this test required for these permits each year. It's that hard to get a provisional license? In order to prepare, today you'll concentrate on creating something new. Hmm? 2 ultimate moves.
Ultimate moves? An exam is a normal school thing, but this is total hero work!
Well, when we say ultimate, we mean a move that you're going to ensure you'll win against your opponent. An action so unique to your identity that no other person can hope to copy it. Simply put, you must learn to lean into your strengths.
Your moves represent who you are. These days, most pro heroes have an ultimate move. Those who don't are fools. This may sound abstract, but we'll explain more as the day goes on. For now, change into your costumes and meet in Gym Gamma. Gym Gamma, also known to the Academy as the Training Dining Land, or TDL for short. Training Dining Land, that's just weird.
Huh? First the USJ and now this?
Oh, this facility was my idea. We can prepare unique terrains and obstacles for each student here. Here you will learn to serve up justice, hence the name.
That's pretty cool. Oh. Please allow me a question. What is the advantage of having ultimate move for our provisional exam? May we know your reasoning? That's 2 questions. Calm down. The job of a hero is to save people from all sorts of dangers, crimes, accidents, natural or man-made disasters. Of course, the licensing exam analyzes how well you're able to deal with such things. It won't just be fighting. Your ability to gather information and make quick decisions will be judged, in addition to how well you communicate, cooperate, and lead others. Every year, a new test is used and evaluate these qualities. One thing is especially important. If you want to be a pro hero, you must be able to prevail in battle. If you're prepared, you won't have to worry, and those of you with an ultimate move will have stronger results.
Your circumstances should not dictate the result of your future battles. Learn to be consistent, and you will be a great asset on the front lines. Your ultimate move doesn't necessarily have to be an attack. Take Ida's reciprocal burst, for example.
Huh?
This sort of temporary boost in speed is valuable enough that it falls into the category of excellence we're looking for.
You mean I've been doing an ultimate move all along?
So it's basically like our secret weapon, something that gives us the edge so we can win no matter who or what we're facing.
There's a smart boy. For example, how commonly Woods is able to use his lacquer chain prison to capture opponents in an instant. That's exactly what we want to see. The training camp was interrupted, but the practice you did get in to develop your quirks was part of the process needed to create these defining abilities. Now that you're caught up, you'll be working hard to develop powerful moves on your own for the next 10 days or so. This is how you will spend the remainder of your summer vacation. In addition, you should think about how you can improve your costumes, especially now especially now that you have a better understanding of your quirk. I expect each of you to go plus ultra. Do you have it in you? Yes, sir. I am so charged up for this. What's my move?
It's obvious you're relying too much on your tail. Let's re-examine the basics of how you fight.
Yes, sir. But my tail is my power. Oh.
Ultimate move! Shooting acid from my hands! Super Geyser! What do you think?
If you're going to go that route, make a nozzle with your fingers to increase aim and reach. Yes, like that. Go.
Oh crap! I'm totally awesome!
Now let's focus on increasing the potency of your acid.
2 creations at the same time. You may start with something simple.
Yes, sir. Oh. Everyone's making headway.
Why are you staring off into space?
About the moves we're coming up with? See, if I put too much power into my arms, then I won't be able to use them anymore. I'll break them, so I don't know what a special attack of mine would even look like.
It's true that your quirk is interesting, not exactly what we call consistent. If you don't have a fixed attack style yet, then let's focus on developing your power.
Yes, sir. And sorry for some of them being, sorry for some of the names not being there. I was like rushing through it as I was doing it. Everyone's working hard, huh? All might. Yeah, I hear.
Because I have the day off and I don't have anything else to do! Ha!
Will you focus on recuperating and lesson planning? Hey, why the cold reception? They're working their big moves now, right? There's no way I can miss being here for this. I'm still a UA teacher, you know. Yo, Midoriya, looks like you're having trouble. Now you explode! It's been a while since I was able to really let loose. Ectoplasm! I killed him! Give me another one! That boy is incredible. Yes, and he'll get even stronger in the future. Well, look at that. Bakugo's going hardcore. I bet he's got a ton of ideas for special moves already. He's been planning this stuff since the entrance exam. Oh, whoops. Focus. Yes, sir. Just in case anyone was wondering, I've been working on Great Brush since I was a kid. Ego much? I mean, we all thought about it before, right? I used to imagine wielding a lightning sword. I'm getting hyped up just thinking about doing something that cool in real life. I wonder why he never did it, though. No, I'm serious. He really never did that. Would have been interesting to see, though. How can I fight with these damaged arms? Hey, what are you doing here? I've come with advice. Think for yourself. You're still trying to imitate me. Oh, I guess I didn't. Yo, young Kirishima. Hey, all mate. I got some wisdom to lay down on you. So, instead of her going for small tricks with your hardening, try being a bulldozer. Yes, sir! I wouldn't be a good teacher if I just gave you the answers. Use that clever head on your shoulders. There's no right or wrong here. What's important is that you realize your full potential on your own. Yunjiro, listen up. I have a few things to say. He's actually good at this. Oops, I'm sorry. Regarding your costumes improvements, once you figure out if anything needs to change, head to the development studio here. Get the experts to help you out and give suggestions. They'll know what to do. Think for yourself. You're still trying to imitate me. I don't really get why that's a bad thing, but I know I have to do something about this. They have to have some kind of brace to reinforce my arms here. I've got to train my body so I can wield one for all at maximum power. And I need to figure out a way to use my quirk and my ultimate move. Otherwise, I'll fall behind everyone else. That's not going to happen. I have to make it to the top and achieve my dream. Ah, I see. You're focused on making your own body float? Mm-hmm. If I increase my mobility, I can use the martial arts I use for my internship even more. What are you doing? Oh, it's quite simple. I want to reduce reciprocal drawbacks. I planned out the development studio to improve my radiator. Oh, hey there, Deku. I was wondering where you were. Don't run in the hall! Oh, you're here for your costume? Wait, you're here for your costume improvements too?
Oh, Uraka!
Ow, 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 ow. Owie, ow. You know, you shouldn't try to mix everything you can find here in the lab together like that. Failure is the mother of invention, Mr. Powerloader. Thomas Edison said something like that once. Even something I make doesn't work out like I've envisioned it. That doesn't mean it's a waste of time. You almost blew up the entire design studio. Will you please open up your ears and listen to me for once? Hatsume! Hey, when did you get here? Oh, sorry about the sudden explosion. It's been a while. Wait. Yeah. I know there's a couple lines here, but I'm not going to say it. I'm not. And I won't say what it is. Oh, sorry about the sudden explosion. It's been a while, huh? Class 1A, right? Yeah, I forgot all your names already. Izuku Midoriya. I'm Tenya Ida, the man you tricked into being a walking advertisement during the sports festival. Never heard of ya. Oh, I'm developing new baby, so bye. Wait a second, please. I wanted to ask Mr. Powerloader about improve some elements to my costume. Well, what? You can count me in, Hatsume. It's fine for you to be in and out of the studio all day since you're in the dorms, but if you stop following my instructions and keep running wild in here, You're banned.
Hello.
I heard from Eraserhead you're here to upgrade those costumes for your new moves. Yes? Come in.
Oh, this looks like a top secret lab.
Now, hand over your instructions, please. They should have been with the case your costume was delivered in. I have a license to make costumes, so I'm allowed to do some mild tinkering with those that were made out of house. For small changes and repairs, I can simply report what I altered to the design company. They'll do the paperwork for me. But for major changes, we'll have to fill out an application and ask the design professionals to make the adjustments for us. After that's completed, the government will make sure the new costumes meet certain standards when approved. It'll be sent back here, and we work with the best design agencies available. So there's usually just a 3-day turnaround.
Well, I was wondering if there was a way I could reduce the strain on the ligaments in my arms. Is that hard or possible?
Let's see, Midoriya. You mainly fight with your fist and your fingers. In that case, you should be able to do something for. I should be able to do something for you pretty fast.
Deku, that's awesome. Yeah.
Yes, I see the problem.
Hatsune, what are you doing to him?
I'm feeling out his muscles. Oh my, your body's much more muscly than it looks. Don't you worry, I've got just what you need. My very special baby, the power suit.
Okay.
This high-tech darling can read muscle contractions and support your movements. Meet my baby number 49.
But I really just need support for my arms.
Program start.
Holy whoa, this thing is amazing. Wait, no, I take it back. Ah, my spine, it's twisting me in half. Oh God, I'm gonna die.
Are you okay? End program. Looks like I made a mistake or two in the limit calculations. That's my bad.
Oh my gosh, are you hurt? I came in asking for some kind of arm brace, and instead my body almost got bristled.
Now that I think about it, I could use this suit as a capture item.
Sir, I was wondering if you could improve the cooling devices on my legs.
If that's what you're in the market for, try this baby on.
How?
It's an electric booster for radiators. It can coolify anything if that gives out heat. Sweet baby number 36.
Hatsune, there's nothing wrong with my boosters. And why my arms?
Booster, go.
Hey, shh. Ida! My quirk is in my legs, you mad woman.
Yeah, I know, but you don't understand. Come on, it's so brilliant. If you're wanting to cool down your legs, then why don't you just run with your arms instead?
Huh? Stop messing around. What in the world are you talking about?
You're still trying to imitate me.
Wait, hold on. Maybe.
Sorry, guys. I'm trying to get her to look past her own devices.
I'm not sure that'll ever happen.
Same.
But you know, if you all are aspiring to be heroes, then you should treasure your relationship with her. You'll need her once you be made pros. Look in the corner. That pile of junk. Those are all the support items Hatsume made since starting school here. She's always inventing, even when school's not in session. I've seen many support course students in my career, but I tell you, this girl is something special.
She made all of this in a short time? That's nuts.
Common sense is a collection of prejudices acquired by age. That's something Einstein said. That girl is unafraid of failure, constantly thinking of ideas and trying them out. Innovators are people who don't feel chained down by existing concepts.
Think for yourself. You're still trying to imitate me.
Wait, I think I get it. It's so simple. I understand.
Ida, there's so much I want you to teach me.
Well, wait, what are you talking about? You want my help with your training? We haven't made any progress to our costumes yet.
Oh, that's right.
Whoa, your face totally lit up just now.
Oh, I was just realizing something.
Oh, I never asked. Are you changing part of your costume? A little. I don't want to feel sick anymore. Oh, you don't say. In that case, you gotta try this out. Why do I feel like it's about to explode? Just handle this baby with care, or what is that smoke? Yo, Kella! Work in progress. As the days passed on, our training to create our ultimate moves continued.
Aizawa, how are things progressing? You're back again. We're getting there.
Hey, Midoriya, did you switch your costume up? Yeah, I got these braces. I got braces that had reduced the strain on my arms. You made a solid change to change your entire design. It's so boring. I like it. Congratulations! I'm so proud you got into UA. I don't want to change the base. At least not much.
Now, unto me, Dark Shadow.
Right!
By covering myself with Dark Shadow, my strength is enhanced. I'm better at close combat. I call it a black abyssal black body.
Is that hard to say? It's important that it's easy to call out.
Got it.
Some of them have finally solidified their fighting styles, and there are those already putting together multiple special moves. Now, not from my entire hand, but a blast from a single concentrated point.
Hey, paint shot! Ha ha! I did it!
No surprise that young Bakugo is doing well, as usual. Uh-huh.
Hey, watch out! Smash! All Might's signature moves usually involve his fists and hands. Since I inherited One for All from him, All Might's signature moves usually involve his fists and arms. Since I inherited One for All from him, I tried to do the same thing, copying his every technique. That's where I went wrong. It's so obvious that I didn't even realize it. If I'm worried about my arms, then I'll use my legs. One for All, full cowling, full shoot style.
You did it, kid.
Here's the preview. Using my legs instead of my arms is the key to my new way of fighting. One for All, full cowling, shoot style. Together with Costume Gamma that Hatsume made for me, I'm finally ready for the professional licensing exam. If I can just pass the test, then I can participate in hero work, taking me one step closer to my dream to becoming a pro. Next time, the test. Getsubusu Academy, we've got some fearsome rivals. Go Beyond plus Ultra!
All right, so I know I'm rushing. No, this next episode is called Rush. This is part of the final process of part 1 of the provisional license exam. Welcome to UA High, the prestigious school that's turned out some of the world's greatest heroes. I'm running toward my dream in these halls, learning to overcome obstacles and save people with a smile on my face. That's how I'll become the world's greatest hero!
The first students to fulfill the requirements will pass today.
Welcome to...
Today. The examinee will put 3 of these targets on his or her body. They can go anywhere you want as long as it's an exposed area, so no soles of the feet or armpits. Each of you will also have 6 of these balls. These targets are programmed to light up whenever they've been touched by these balls. If all 3 targets light up, you're out. Oh, and the person who lights up your third target will get credit for your defeat. You get through this round by taking down 2 people. I'm sure each of you have different terrains that you like or want to avoid. Use your quirks well and do your best. Or not, whatever. Let's see. The 62nd person has passed the exam. Another 38 and it'll finally be over.
All right, guys, let's think about the situation. At the beginning of the test, we were focused on attacking UA, splitting them up, and putting them in check right off the bat. Now our school's going after them in 2 groups. and a bunch of our other classes took advantage of our work. So we're at the final stage of the test. So everyone's fighting at max level, and the arena's full of chaos. It's a war zone. Your attack kind of backfired. We didn't take out any of those kids. I mean, I know I was rushing, but if you really think about it, it's a pretty good place to be in. As long as we don't freak out, we can take advantage of the current state of the exam. The desperate players involved. Everyone's panicking, trying to figure out how many slots are left. No doubt they're being careless and burning through their stamina. The examinees have tunnel vision and are focusing on UA, since they have the most intel on them, so we just wait for a moment to strike. We've basically passed already. It's about time you stop pretending to be so nice. Honestly, you're too sneaky, yo. Yeah, I prefer to be called tactful. Besides, if we swoop in at the hour and make it a good show, it'll improve that we have an indomitable spirit. Everyone's taking this exam and struggling to live up to their own ideals. I respect that today. But unfortunately, I can't go easy on them.
UA, I have respect for your school. I take pride in the fact that our institution are being treated as equal. But your class is shameful, UA. That disgraced hero.
I'm just kidding. That wasn't. I'm kidding. That was in Shishikura. I just did that to mess with you guys. That was supposed to be my impression of Inasa. This is Shishikura. UA High, I have respect for your school. I take pride in the fact that our institutions are treated as equals. But your class is shameful. You act in a way that disgraces heroes. Oh, he's attacking again. I don't want to be gross. Shut up. Obligation, dignity. You just like to hear yourself talk. I don't see any proof. Show us with your actions, not your cheap words, if you can. Beast, you're worst of all, Bakugo! AP shot! Auto cannon! I had to make a weak version so I didn't kill anyone. You know what? This is why everyone's terrified of you. You're way too hardcore. Damn it. I can't believe I fell for that. But I won't again. So those nasty finger things just float back to him? He's the type who reacts impulsively to a simple provocation. This sort of mentality comes with an inflated sense of pride. I see now. I'll teach you a lesson by breaking you. This will show you what it means to be dignified. Behave like a hero. What's up with this disgusting dude? He thinks he's better than us, but I'll show him. Hey, wait, don't forget that we're in the middle of a test. It's exactly why I'll kill the guy. Absurd. Let's just get this fight over with. Maybe this will speed things along. You should work on your aim. Oh, crap. And your look. Maybe I can make you something more appealing. Enough talk! Die! You left yourself open. What the? You weren't paying attention. I had a piece of flesh sneak behind us. You saw earlier with Kirishima. Once I touch you, you're my plaything. Bakugo! Hey, idiot! Fix this! Pathetic. You must be remade from scratch. I'll be honest, that quirk meatball, that's kind of disgusting when you look at it.
Scratch. Shiketsu High School, second year. Seiji Shishikura. His quirk, meatball. He can reshape flesh by massaging it. For someone else's body, he can only knead it and make it a ball. But his own flesh is more versatile. For example, he can cut it off, manipulate it, or make controllable objects. It's as handy as it is horrifying.
No way. This is the demonstration. The test has an unusually low passing rate. At first, this seemed counterintuitive given our world with All Might retired. Wouldn't it make more sense to flood the streets with heroes? And so, I must assume that their goal is to weed out the riffraff. We can surmise that they're starting to be more selective in order to bring the profession of heroes to a higher level. and I agree with this way of thinking. So I decided to thin the herd myself.
You're ignoring the test because you think you're superior? But are you a crazy person?
I'm simply separating the mediocre and the extraordinary. By the way, your comrades here still feel pain in this form. Your untamed electricity will torture your friends if you use it.
You've been doing nothing but hurling insults at us this entire time. I'm kind of starting to take it personally, you know.
Then perhaps you are more self aware than I thought. I take time to reflect on your failure.
How about you reflect on this?
An explosion? But I stopped Bakugo.
His equipment? Those ugly ass gauntlets of his aren't just some kind of fashion statement. He used that gear along with his nitro sweat to create simple grenades.
That's it. He tossed it to you.
By the way, Big Shot, you stumbled into a killer spot.
Sharpshooting?
I can't really manipulate electricity, so if it gets real hard to fight with other people around, you think you can help me with that?
I've got a solution to your problem. I think we're calling it a point and shoot.
It's a genius, baby. The two of us collaborated on. We'll fire with the pointer set to shoot, and the projectile will stick on the impact. As long as you're within 10 meters of the spot you're tagged, your electricity will be gathered in a single line. If you have multiple targets, then you can use the dial to select them. The attached scope will help you lock onto their exact location. You mean it requires a lot of thinking? But if I fight with this, then I won't run the risk of zapping my teammates, will I? I understand, Bakugo. You stopped our opponent's attacks using your smaller range new move instead of a big explosion. Not because you were testing it out. But you wouldn't hit me or Kirishima. You actually had us in your mind. Listen up. Bakugo might seem like a total jerk on the surface, but he's actually really trying really hard at being a pro. He threw that grenade to me while being attacked. That was the result of calm judgment and planning. And Kirishima is such a good dude that he rushed into the enemy territory for his friends, even though it was an incredibly stupid thing to do.
Blessed. I've lost my hold on them for a second.
You only know bits and pieces of information about these guys. So you don't. Oh, no, what you don't know.
I'll teach you to be more aware of your place, you degenerate. The more damage he takes, the more people get released. No wonder he was using long-distance attacks. Thanks for the save, Kaminari. You idiot. What took you so long?
Why are you so mean? No one's ever going to like you if you act that way.
Oh, look behind you. Those other flesh balls are waking up. We got targets. Currently, 70 people have passed. 30 more and we'll be done.
Where are my classmates? Maybe the information everyone had on us did them in. Good. I'm glad to see you pass, Todoroki.
I didn't doubt you.
Have you seen the others? No, so far. So far, we're the only ones here. I just arrived.
We can't count them out.
I thought Midoriya had everyone working together. That was the plan, but someone from Ketsubutsu Academy split us up with his quirk. Just 30 spots left.
I hope everyone in our class passes.
Oh, faster, Zero! Midoriya, carry me and jump. Huh? Just do it. You're a Baraka. Release. Tape? Seriously?
There's the boulders on the ends of the trap.
Not me.
Oh, what?
I gave some tape to Uraraka and had her set some snares for us.
Oh, whoa. I said to get as many as possible, but this is nuts.
In order to make sure that no one was in a spot where they'd get crushed by the debris, I hid and figured out the perfect timing.
Looks like 76 people have passed at this point. We'll be at capacity soon.
We don't have much time. I'm sure the others will come for us soon. Let's take them out.
Hey, you guys are first years, right? Come on, can't you give us a break? We have to earn our professional hero licenses this time around.
I'm sorry, but so do I.
At 79 people, everyone's moving at an exhausted pace now.
Whoa, that was fast. Students who have passed the exam should congregate into the anteroom. Chop, chop.
The others already there? Hope these kids don't take their youthful energy for granted. The Royale format is nothing new for the exam, but this time the patterns are a bit unusual. UA is always heavily targeted from the get-go, but so far all of those students are still on the board. Huh? That's... Aoyama! Bonjour! Are you out here alone? What a coincidence, so am I. I've been trying to find as many of our classmates as I can. There's a handful of us gathered nearby, but I came to look for stragglers. Oh, so you left the group to come help the others? You're so funny. How do you think you'll find people out here? And what are you going to do if everyone's left behind passes without you? First of all, I found you, didn't I? And if everyone else passes this test, that's a wonderful thing. I'm our class representative. It's my duty to lead others. I want to serve our peers to the best of my abilities. That's what my brother would do. It's through his actions that I can live out my ultimate dream. Your ultimate dream? Obviously, I do want to get my provisional licenses, and the test will be coming to an end soon, so I'll continue my search while trying to pass. Please, work with me. Oh, 3 more, one after another. Our total's whoa, the entire arena's going insane! Hey, look at some of our classmates! Oh yeah, Class A represent! Oh, you know it.
This is awesome! Woohoo!
Class 1A! Class 1A! Class 1A!
Class 1A! Class 1A! Class 1A!
So you passed too. How did you manage that, Deku? Kanchan! Hey! Oh boy, here it comes. It's been a while though. Ever since Camino, he hasn't been near as me. Guess I shouldn't be surprised with that quirk you got. Wait, hold on. What did he say? It looks like you made that borrowed power your own. You'll see.
I'll work until I have full control of this borrowed quirk. And I'll finally beat you with my own power!
Kanchan. Oh, hey, what a relief. I was starting to get worried. No need to worry about us, Yamamoto. What's up? When did you guys pass? You been here long? We just finished as well. Todoroki beat it. I was kind of shocked Bakugo wasn't here already. But I get it now. It's because you were with him. Oh, come on! Why is everyone dragging me today?
Oh, Choco, the key to take off your targets is in the back. They asked us to return them to the shells now that we're done.
Oh, cool. Thank you, Sue. I'll do that.
Looks like only 11 from our class have passed, so 9 more to go.
And the announcement said only 8 spots left. And the announcement said only 10 spots left. Come on, guys. Hey, the target's mine. Hey, we. We. Oh, Aoyama! There are 2 of us, Ida. This has turned into a war. It's going to be très hard for both of us to survive it. Just leave me here. What are you talking about? Keep fighting. Class A does not give up. No, that's not what I'm doing. Oh, we're finished. We're finished if we stay put. Oh, balls! Almost out of time. Oh, so how are we going to get our points? Wow, 8 people just passed at the same time. That leaves only 10 open spots. And those 8 were all from my class. See them? They're heading into the anteroom. Great job there, kiddos.
10 people left.
Looks like our class still has 9 people who haven't passed. I hate to say it, but it's not sounding good for us. I want to serve our peers to the best of my abilities. That's what my brother would do. It's through his actions that I can realize my ultimate dream. Your ultimate dream. Papa, Mama, why am I so different from everyone else? That's an Easter egg early on.
Huh? What is that? Oh, are you out of your mind? Seriously, what are you doing? I'm standing out. Yes, you are. That's exactly the problem. If you protect me, you'll fail the test. I've already got 2 of my triggers hit, and they'll be swarming me soon. You'll have a much better chance without me. Please, let me do this for you. Well, I got the spotlight. You can sneak up on the people who come after me. With your speed, you should be able to hit their targets. Where is this even coming from? Something you said earlier inspired me. Your ultimate dream. Our classmates are just so amazing. All I want is to be seen as their equal, to prove myself. You can't. Ah, now you have to run. Well, where are those? Oh, damn birds! Where did they come from? This is.
Thank you, birds. Please continue to swarm this area.
Black Ops burst. Cover Black Ops arms.
Oh crap! I'm stuck. Where are these things? Oh, go! Damn it!
Get some other distracted.
Oh, Ida, what are you doing? Don't just stand there. You came for us. It's Yue.
Warp refraction. Say cheese.
Oh my eyes! I can't see. I've got 2 people out. Oh, same here. That's 2 more in. 8 spots left. Wait. Why would they?
Everyone was going nuts and getting desperate in the final minutes. I couldn't see anything. I couldn't tell who was friend or foe. But then we spotted your belly button laser and we knew we'd be able to meet up with our classmates again. Come on, let's do this.
7 spaces remain.
Sorry.
6 left. Make that 5. The pressure's on now. In the final minutes, Yue came together and pulled it off. Some absolutely insane combos.
There were that many of you left in the field?
4 spots.
I did it.
Now 3.
I'm in!
Oh, that's 1 from Shiketsu High. So only 2 spots remain. Aoyama, I don't know who you want to be equal with, because I don't know what you're measuring yourself against. Oh, but this was your doing. Thank you. Well, I guess this means my twinkling won't have to stop after all. No, keep twinkling, whatever that means. The last students passed! Every spot is now filled! 100 students will advance! The end is finally here! Woohoo! Yeah!
Our entire class passed the test. I'm so excited. Oh man, I'm so proud of us. Ribbit.
Oh, we really pulled it off, you guys. Yeah. Unfortunately, those who have failed will now have to withdraw from the licensing exam. Please leave the test area immediately.
They just had to keep me on the edge of my seat, huh? We're training so hard when we get back.
Well, come on. You're happy, aren't you?
Furious.
And what's that sparkle in your eye?
Annoyance.
This is your Arashi.
Huh? What do you mean, Shizukara Empath? The test!
Tone it down. It's because he went ahead and fought alone, like he didn't need help, just like you two. Your Arashi, at least you have the excuse that he's a first year, but not you, Kami. Yeah. All right. For those of you who passed the first test, please turn your attention to the screen. Well, the test arena. Okay. Huh? It's the test arena. What's going to happen next? Why? Wait, does that mean there's only 1 more round of the exam? Her goal is simple. Undertake rescue exercises and save the bystanders who are trapped in the disaster sites. A rescue mission. Here's the preview. The students who passed the first test will now move on to the final portion of the provisional licensing exam. Our mission is to save people who are trapped in a disaster zone. Even though this is just an exercise, I can't afford to let my guard down. This isn't just about getting my license. It's about advancing towards my dream. I need to prove to have what it takes. Next time, rescue exercises. I'll save these people with a smile like All Might would. Go beyond. Plus Ultra! Next episode, rescue exercises. Welcome to UA High, the prestigious school that's turned out some of the world's greatest heroes. I'm running toward my dream in these halls, learning to overcome obstacles and save people with a smile on my face. That's how I'll become the greatest hero in the world. The provisional licensing exam is upon us. All right, for those of you who passed the test, please turn your attention to the screen. It's the testing arena. What happens next? Why? Why? Wait, does that mean there's only one more round of the exam? Your goal is simple. Undertake rescue exercises and save the bystanders who are trapped in these disaster sites. Save the what now? You idiots. Bystanders. We learn about them in class, remember? They're people at a disaster scene. They could also simply referred to as innocent citizens on the street. Use this time to show us how you will carry out the successful rescue procedures once you receive your provisional licenses. Treat this as though it were the real thing. Rescuing? What? On the screen. Little kids and old people? That's so dangerous. Why are they here? These specialists have been trained as provisional persons in need of rescue. Introducing the Help Us Company, also known as HUC for short.
So they're basically actors, I guess? It's kind of the job you never think about.
But a necessary one in our world since they support our hero training. The HUC bystanders have dressed up like injured victims and will be located throughout the disaster site. Will be judged how well you keep them safe or as you go about your mission. Oh, by the way, we'll be scoring you on a point system. If you have more points than the best work at the time of the exercise come to an end, then you pass the exam. We'll start in 10 minutes. Take care of unnecessary preparations now. This looks familiar. It's like communal ward. I wonder if they based it off that. It's true that the situations are similar. Our only goal then was to rescue Bakugo from the villains. We let the pros handle search and recovery. And you'll recall, there were many casualties. Not this time. I'm gonna cringe so hard reading this.
Guys, you gotta listen to the story. It's pretty juicy. What the read? Triple A. Go on.
F you, Sarah. Fuck you. Yeah, I said that to Sarah because he deserves it in this case.
A block full of Biketsu over there?
Yeah.
If you say, that's obvious. We want that. Yeah, we'll get this. I saw I had a rock from Victoria button.
Victoria! What are you doing while the rest of us running him a lot, you bastard? Blah, blah, blah. Guys, cool it. What's going on? That guy will be you idiots. No. Now I get it. Sarah talked. Listen, guys, whatever he told you is wrong. It was a side effect of her quirk. Actually, I had no idea what was happening. I almost failed the test. But did you see her naked? Well, sort of. A little. But no, I beg you, stop. But I told you nothing. Where went down? Stop. Oh, hey, it's Shiketsu. Bakugo. What? I think you met Shishikura in the test. My classmate with the flesh welding power. So much hair. Yeah, I took him out. I thought so. I'm guessing he may have acted today or perhaps offended you. He has a tendency to try to push his own values onto others. He probably couldn't help it in your case since you're pretty famous. I apologize for him. I like to build a good relationship between our schools.
I guess he wants to be friends.
So he says, but the way they were fighting, it didn't seem that way. A good relationship. But then there's that guy. Anyway, that's it. Hey, you with the collar. Did I offend you somehow? Oh no, I'm sorry. Did I hurt your feelings? Well, the thing is, son of Endeavor, I just can't help but hate the both of you. You changed a little bit since the first time our paths crossed. You'll definitely still have your father's eyes. Something wrong, Yoshi? Nope, nothing else, sir! My father's eyes? Todoroki. See you out there. Yeah, sure. See you out there? What's that supposed to mean? Oh, dang, I told you it's not what you think. That girl is actually super scary. Yeah, it's kind of creepy. Please, you're acting disgracefully. That's tested and over. You need to focus. Have you even begun to strategize? I don't like this. Why do I feel so flustered? I was fine when I was fighting earlier, but now. Villains have performed a large-scale terrorist attack spanning almost all of insert city named here, since most buildings have collapsed. Hold on. Well, there are many injured. Guess that's the background story. So then, we're starting. Due to heavily damaged roads, the first responders have unfortunately been delayed for the time being. What is it with these rooms? Until emergency services arrive, the heroes in the area will lead the rescue efforts. Your task is to save as many people as you can and help the injured. And with that, begin! Saving lives is the greatest ambition a hero can have. We have to do this properly and succeed. He mentioned points, but he didn't say anything about how we actually score. Since we're in the dark, all we can do is follow our training. Come on, let's do this! Let's start by heading to the closest urban area. We'll work as a team as much as possible. Right.
You're going on your own again?
Oh, why are you extras always following me? We just wanna. Right, so I try to get this over quickly for me, yeah? Rescue exercises. Even though this is just a test, it feels pretty real. Stay alert. Be careful of falling debris and explosions. What's wrong, Midoriya? I hear someone. Help me, please. Oh, there he is. My grandpa. He's been crossed. I think he's hurt. Oh no, this looks bad. Where is he? This looks bad. That's points off your score. The first thing you should do is to see how bad my injuries are and if I can walk. I'm breathing kind of weird, aren't I? And didn't you even notice that I'm bleeding from the head? And people with hero licenses should be able to judge a victim's condition in an instant. Are the members of HUC the ones who are going to be scoring us? Your gross lack of training is all too apparent right now. You need to shape up and pay attention, newbies. Oh, all right, let's rope out this area as a hazard zone. No, that's not enough. Think about it. This whole area is unstable. I'll clear a path and make a helicopter landing spot. Watch out.
Shiketsu High second year, Nagamasamura. His quirk, Extendo Hair. He can grow all the hair on his body and manipulate it at will. The only bad thing is how easily it gets tangled.
That was awesome, Mora! You're amazing!
Here's the first aid station. There's a lot of space we can make part of an evacuation zone. Wait, there's a lot of space we can make part of an evacuation zone. Good. Oh, I'll be in charge of trio. I'll leave the setup to me. When it comes to saving innocent lives, experience really does make a difference. You're not just here to provide aid. Until the police and firefighters show up, you need to exercise authority and make sure this goes off smoothly. Think of the victims here. They must be terrified. There are many aspects of being a hero. But take note, there is one thing that keeps in mind above all else. Anyone who needs rescuing is having the worst day of their lives. And all you said that this was bad? Seriously? Oh, fear not, citizens! Hope has arrived!
Because I am here.
I've got to get it together. I need to do my best. Passing this test is getting my life. These aren't just things I have to do to succeed at school. They're essentials if I'm going to become a real hero. The kind that I want to be. Steps towards achieving my dream. Hey, it's fine. Over there, my grandma. Don't you worry. We'll definitely save him. I can carry this boy to the first aid station myself. You guys go on without me. All right, let's do this. Yeah, it'll be all right. It'll be all right. Is that your only line? You're terrible at this. I'll save you. I promise I will. Shut up! It's buzzing in my chest. What is it? What am I doing?
Is it because you like him?
I've got to push these feelings down. Deku is giving it all to reach his goal. No room for anything else. I don't want to change that. You've got a crush on someone, right? So do I. I bet you also want to be exactly like that special person, huh? I'll put these feelings away. I'll focus on working just as hard as he does, and reach my dream.
It's been 10 minutes since we started. Everyone's doing well for the most part. But there's still a ways to go with a test without a few surprises. I hope they didn't think things would be straightforward. Anything straightforward. Hey, it's on the war sheet! I should cancel first year! My hero name is Gilforth! Your exercises got me pumped up! You're gonna be safe with me! Inasawa! Oh, Wendy seems like a sloppy approach at first, but in reality, he's manipulating countless airstreams to adapt to all the people and debris moving. Huh, his subtle control is unbelievable, but it's still reckless! Minus points! You shouldn't move anyone or anything unless you checked on the conditions of the injured. You could make things worse. Of course, I apologize.
Hey, Kami ran off again. What's her deal lately?
Are you all right?
Reckless. The quality of one's training is most apparent in their initial response to a situation. Take Inasa. He petitioned to take this test even though it's normally reserved for second-year students, and was strong enough to be accepted. He even passed the first round. However, he's acting far too impatient. His lack of experience is obvious. You realize you're sitting in the stands because you're the one who failed, right, Shishikura?
Yes, I am aware.
Just checking. You should use this as a chance to analyze what went wrong. Reflect on your bad influences.
What do you mean?
It seems you've taken Stain's words to heart.
Me? Influenced by a villain? Absurd.
No, it's not. Listen, what he taught wasn't necessarily all bad. Between Stain's fundamental idealists and All Might's retirement, there are many who wish to reform the role of heroes that play into society. That's just fine. But if negativity and hate take over like they did for you the first round of the exam, they can impair your judgment and keep you from your potential. There's someone here, but they're not responding when I yell. It's way too dark for me to see. At least I can at least check their pulse and breathing. It'll make some room for treatment. We're so good at this. Everyone, we should be moving quickly as well. This old man's conscious. He needs help.
It hurts. What are you waiting for?
He's trapped by debris. I'll float it away.
Poor girl. She's going to lose points that way.
Please wait a moment. Take a look at the wall. Take a look at the walls collapse around him. Right now, the structure is balanced precariously, like an intrinsic puzzle. Everything will topple over if we're careless with our movements. We have to do this strategically. Now I see. You're right.
First, let's use a support beam to prop this wall. It'll take some time to get everything into place, though. No worries. You can leave that to us.
How's that for a break?
I've reinforced the walls, too. Now then, your turn. Move the debris that doesn't affect the structure and make a path on it.
It's not perfect, but it's not a horrible plan either. When there's a large-scale disaster, there are never enough rescuers to help those in need of saving. That means the work should be as fast and efficient as possible. If someone tries to do everything themselves, they'll lose time in the long run. What's important is being realistic about what your own quirk can and can't do, but then figuring out how you can divide the labor with other heroes. Focusing on your role during a test when you're trying to stand out takes courage. It's something you can only do when you really understand the situation. But there's still a lot of wasted effort here. If they keep going like this, we won't be able to grant them licenses.
This isn't good. We're just standing around and watching.
Several people already went off on their own, unlike the first round. We may need to split up for this one. We can move in smaller groups.
In that case, I'll be much more help if I head to the river.
I'll join you.
Me too.
Guys, work together? Hold on. Guys, work together?
Cool beans! Sure. Yo, Coda, can you use animals to look for people who need rescuing?
Sure. I'll keep my eyes open.
Will you?
Minetta, will you help me?
Sure thing.
Good. Depending on the situation, we should also work together with the other schools. That's how we'll save lives.
Right.
Did you say it was too dark in there? Allow my twinkling to save the day.
Perfect, thanks. That's a shocker, but I didn't think you'd be the first to help. But then again, you do love that pose.
Yaoyorozu, we'll disperse across the field and get to work.
Roger that. I think his leg is broken. Sarah, tape him up. I got him.
All right, Jiro, look for the next person in need of rescue.
I'm on it. Give me a sec.
Oh, someone. My arm hurts pretty bad. Mine too. Save us.
Shut up! Save yourselves, you whiners!
Man, you've got to work on your rescue style. Yeah, they might be really hurt. We can't just leave them here. Wait, we're supposed to be low priority victims with only minor injuries.
So you think he figured it out? That's why he told us to go off on our own?
You're kidding. They took it in a way that made it sound okay.
We'll get you two somewhere safe.
Yeah.
But his tone was wildly inappropriate. Minus points. This is one of the funniest lines ever, honestly.
What the hell did you say?
I hear a voice coming from over there. Excellent. I'll go first to check on the conditions of those who need to be rescued.
Sounds good.
Even if this weren't a test, I would reach out to save those in looking for help, because I'm sure that's what my brother would have done.
Come on, let's head to the mountain zone. There should be animals over there.
Smart! Then Koda can use his quirk!
Help, I can't swim. I'll be right there.
We might need to warm the boy up. Let's gather firewood.
Leave it to me. We're almost to the safe space. Don't worry. There's so many.
You there. Let me see that boy.
Yeah, of course. His head got hurt somehow. He's bleeding quite a bit, but his wounds don't look very deep. He responds to questions clearly.
He should be fine. Take him to the space over there on the right.
Yes, ma'am.
Good.
In the short time until the emergency responders arrive, heroes must act alone, helping the victims and performing first aid. Once the professionals show up, and the transition should be seamless. How goes it?
Let's see. During their initial responses, there was some poor judgment, but the points taken off the Hawk members are still pretty minimal. The students are doing better than expected. Less incompetence than usual, I would say.
Wonderful. But in order to protect the citizens in need, heroes must multitask.
They can't just rescue, they must adapt.
What happened? We're gonna die! Explosions? What? Wait, this couldn't be. A villain has completed another large-scale attack. Everyone, this is part of the exam. You think so? That means, hey, look.
Tell me, wannabe heroes, can you rescue people and fight at the same time?
That's Gang Orca.
During the Search and Destroy team against the League of Villains, Gang Orca fought alongside Endeavor and Bestchinist. He's a strong pro, currently ranked number 10. Impressively, he's also ranked 3rd in the list of heroes who look as though they should be villains. The terrorists have appeared they are beginning to sweep the area. Hero candidates at the scene should continue the rescue efforts while also suppressing the newly arrived villains. We're going to have to save people and battle? Are they serious, Jace? Come on! I'm expecting too much from us!
Even for a pro, this would be difficult. They're going a little far, I'd say. Now, how will you react? Will you fight or protect? Help or run away? What would a hero do?
Now, this is for an episode that this preview is for an episode I already did, which was preluding 2 heroes.
I am here for the preview! Sorry to interrupt while young Midoriya and the others are in the middle of their provisional licensing exam, but next time we'll have a special anime original episode. Why the sudden change in programming? Don't worry about it! Kick back and have some fun while you got the chance. Now, how do these things usually end again? Oh, right! Next time, save the world with love! Witness young Midoriya and I in sweet matching t-shirts! Go beyond plus ultra!
But we already did that, so we don't need to do it. Now we're on to episode 22. Talk about your quirk. The professional licensing exam has ended. Now it's time for the result. And for the results to be revealed. Anyway, the names of those who passed are listed here. Okay. Here in alphabetical order. Keep my words in mind as you search the screen for your name. Wow, a lot of people passed. Oh, where is it? My name? I passed. I did it, All Might. I'm up there. Call me a hero. I did it. There I am. All right. I'm on the board. Thank goodness. What a relief. Magnifique.
Yeah, I did it!
Another small step toward being a pro. I passed. Killed it. Right on. Well,
No! Yo, see? Yo! It's not fair. I failed. It's over.
He failed?
Todoroki! I'm sorry! It's my fault you didn't pass the provisional licensing exam! My focus was too narrow-minded! Forgive me! I tried to ignore that I'm my father's son, but it's something I must come to terms with if I aim to be a hero. You're fine. I was the one who got us off to a bad start. But still! Wait. Yeah. And thanks to the things you said to me, I have a lot to think about.
Holy crap! Did he really fail?
How could our top 2 classmates not pass the exam? Should have been careful about what you said. Words are important, you know.
Shut your mouth before I murder you!
Those entitled people at the top think they're so highly of themselves, don't they? Their egos are their own worst enemy. Looks like our class's hierarchy is collapsing.
I can't believe this. Poor Todoroki. But at least Alex passed, so that's great for him.
So next, we'll give each of you the printouts of your results. They include a breakdown of your score, so you'll know exactly what areas you need to improve going forward. Kirishima? Thank you, sir. Hand it over, I want to see. Maybe you should focus on you.
Well, come on. How did you do? Give me a sec to look and I'll tell you.
We locked up points when you did something wrong fall below, and when you're done, those demerits are itemized in a result forms. As you see, 61 points? I barely made it.
Whoa, I got an 84. Look at that, guys. Turns out I'm actually kind of great at this stuff.
What, Yamamomo, you got 94 points? My friend's girl is doing good. What about you, Ida? How'd it go? I ended up with 80. Overall, it seemed my weak points were about practical application. What about you?
I got 71 points. It looks like they mostly docked me for some of the stupid things I said at the beginning and for times when I just kind of standing around.
I'm grateful we've been given such empirical evidence about what we should improve upon.
I wonder, since this was a demerit system that didn't give anyone in the chance at point, there was no hope for passing after someone fell below. So why let people continue to fight until the end? Why not let them take off the battlefield when they fail?
Anyway, moving forward, those of you who passed can exercise the same authority as pro hero, but only during emergency situations. In other words, fighting villains, saving the victim of criminal acts or accidents. You may using your best judgment with no direct orders. Keep in mind that every action from now on carries within a deep responsibility forward, bettering our society, and that the world is watching you. I'm sure you're aware that All Might, our greatest hero, no longer has his incredible power. One of the reasons crime in this country has been so low due to his presence. With that deterrent gone, criminals are sure to become bolder and more widespread. Expect the balance we currently have in our world to be destroyed, and for things to change quickly. You young people will be the hope of our future. For our future, it's imperative that you become exemplary heroes, that your reputations grow to suppress crime as he did his. Remember, the license you earned today is provisional, and you still have much to do. I would like for you to think of yourselves as fledglings and be even more diligent in your studies. As for those who fell short and did not pass, we don't have time for you to feel bitter about your loss. Instead, we offer you a chance to redeem yourselves after you attend a 3-month-long special course and pass on individual tests. We plan to issue a provisional license to those those of you who failed as well. In order for us to reach the idyllic future that I just spoke of, we're going to need as many good heroes on the streets as we can get. The first round was one the we people allowed, but we like to grow the selectedness test as much as possible. That's why we watched you all into the end, so we could see for ourselves that you each have promised of what your shortcomings are corrected. You have the potential to be as great as your fellow classmates. In this course, we will keep you busy as it will run concurrently in your normal studies. You're welcome to retake the exam in April if you prefer to wait. Oh, like hell! Special course!
Isn't this great, Todoroki? You don't have to. Just take it easy, relax. The hierarchy is collapsed.
We'll root for you. Thank you. I'll work hard.
And so with that, the provisional licensing exam was finally complete. My classmates and I were all at one step closer to becoming pro heroes. Deku? Deku, are you crying? Oh, yeah, well, this is a lot. So many people have helped me get to this point, and some of them went through a lot of trouble to do so. Meaning, how do I put this? It's like this is proof I've matured and gotten stronger. It makes me so happy. I need to show this to my mom and All Might as soon as possible. Yeah, I get it. Eraser. Since we reconnected, how about we get together for joint training sometime?
Yeah, that could be smart. Hey! Hey!
It's that Shiketsu guy.
Todoroki! I'll see you at the special court! But here's the thing! I didn't say nothing's changed! I still don't like you! Sorry! That's all for now!
That was nice of him, I guess.
We'll just make the best of it.
Interesting. He is someone who is both bold and sensitive. I admire such joie de vivre. Oh, excuse me. Hello? I just want to know more about the training you do to erase your presence.
We haven't learned anything like that.
Oh, but that girl, the one in the bodysuit, did it. I wanted to talk to her about it so that I can understand how it worked. Do you have any idea where she might be?
Bodysuit?
Oh, you mean Kami. Yeah, she said she wasn't feeling too well and took a cab to the station so she could go home. Oh, I see. Too bad I didn't get a chance to ask.
To be honest, actually, she's been acting kind of strangely for these past few days. A little different from her usual self, I'd say.
Ring.
Oh, it's about time you picked up. Where are you right now, Toga?
I had the most wonderful day today.
Oh, don't get so lost in your role that you slipped up. There's too much at stake if you get caught.
Oh, don't worry. I've never been caught in my life. Not even close. And my mission was a success. Tomar is going to be so happy. I managed to get some of Izuku's yummy blood.
Blood?
Himiko Toga. Her quirk, Transform. By ingesting someone's blood, she can transform into that person.
Yeah, to be honest, that was actually spoiled for me when I played My Hero Once Just as One in the story mode.
The second semester must be starting soon, or has it already begun? I assume that's what you would devote yourself to teaching now, and yet you come to visit me.
I'm here so we can get a few things straight. All for one.
Do you know how stifling this place is, All Might? If I so much as try to scratch an itch by rubbing my body against this chair, then every gun muzzle in my cell block would suddenly point at me. My brainwaves are constantly being monitored along with my vital signs. One thought about activating my quirk, and I'll likely be put down like a rabid dog. Imprisoned deep underground, smothered by layers of high-tech security, not even a bit of stimulation for my mind. The world likens in a place to something like this out of a Greek myth called Tartarus. That's the name of the underworld prison where kings and titans were punished. Escaping would be a struggle, even for me.
You're trapped here. You'll never go free.
I'll let you believe that. So what now? Let's hear what you have to say. Where's Gran Torino? You came here alone? And in a costume, no less. Don't tell me you're still trying to be a hero with that feeble body.
You're chatty.
Don't feel flattered. I just haven't had anyone to talk in a while.
I want answers. Tell me where Tomar Shigaraki is hiding right now.
Haven't the slightest. Unlike your bird, mine left the nest and makes its own decisions.
What were you trying to achieve? What are you hoping for now? Your body should have died a long time ago. Yet you preserve it. You devote yourself time to exploiting and controlling people, toying with innocent lives for no reason. Why?
Of course, you came here with a tired topic. Even if I told you the truth, you wouldn't be satisfied. There are some people who will never understand each other. We are the same, though you never admit to it. Just as long as you become the hero of justice, I long to be an all-powerful devil. It's that simple. I had an ideal and the power to see it enacted. If I could live forever inside my dream, then why begrudge the effort to make it a reality?
Why would you need a successor then?
You of all people asked that. What a laugh. It's because you took everything from me. Look at my body. I'm alive, yes, but only because of tubes and machines. After you appeared, my infinite potential suddenly became finite. It's normal to pass your work on to someone else when the end is near. Think of it as an inheritance, like the estate you passed down. No, or the well-sown field planted by one person and cultivated from generation to generation. I'm just trying to do what everyone else on this planet is already doing, nothing more.
You got 3 minutes left, All Might.
Oh, come now, don't put a dapper on things. I want to keep talking. The world is probably pretty shaken up by your retirement, so let's hear it. How are things? Are things actually looking on the outside?
We're keeping him isolated from the news. Please refrain him from giving him any information. You heard the man.
All right, be that way. But then I have an active imagination. Right about now, the media is concerned about your absence is making with their worry about Endeavor as the new de facto leader. It's making them question on the unity of Hero Society. Meanwhile, those lurking in the shadows have been listening closely. The sense of growing instability caused by a vacuum you left and are compelled to act. They think this could be their chance to change how the world works and are starting to band together. I think Tomura and his group will continue to hide for the time being in order to ensure it's their organization that rises to the top. Everyone will naturally wish to increase their influence, so there will be some fighting among the factions. If the scenario I composed is played out as I intended to, then I know everything that's going on outside these walls. So do you know what I love the most about this? Any rise in crime moving forward is due to your concealing your fading strength. And now you won't be able to save anyone. You've been relegated to the sidelines, doomed to watch society fall apart as villains flourish because of your own arrogance. Powerless for the rest of your days. So tell me, how does it feel, hero?
All Might, don't approach the glass.
That's all I needed. I can see it written on your face. You're nothing now. You're finished. Bet you really want to punch me, huh?
You think you know everything, but as always, you underestimate people.
I kept wondering what would annihilate your golden heart.
I understand your twisted plan very well. You want Shigaraki, my master's blood relation, to kill me, or kill me and young Midoriya. That's what you plotted.
Perhaps. You're not looking at him like the villain he is anymore. That's dangerous. Remember that no matter his lineage, he's still a criminal.
I won't be dying anytime soon, especially not by Shigaraki's hand. I will not be killed so easily, and I refuse the future you imagine come to pass.
You said you came to set a few things straight, but is this what you really wanted to say?
Time's up, sir. Please exit. I'll smash your plans and thwart your plots. I am relentless. You're the one who will watch helplessly from a cell from the rest of your days.
Rest of my days, huh?
Oh, excuse me. Young Midoriya.
Yeah.
So we're back to normal classes tomorrow, right? I suppose there's no rest for heroes.
Man, I could use a vacation. I will not forget this summer the rest of my life.
It's been a bit. I wonder if he got my message. You! Meet me out front later. We need to have a talk about your quirk.
Okay. Kanchan, how far are we going? We shouldn't be walking around in the middle of the night. Hello?
Wow, you're so lucky. Your quirk is amazing, Kanchan. When I get mine, I hope it's just as cool. Whatever, Deku, no matter what power I end up with, you'll never be able to defeat me.
You brought us to Ground Beta?
This is the place where we had our first combat training, where I fought you and lost. You almost made me sick. You always made me sick. You know that, right, Deku?
Somehow I knew this was it.
You were useless. No power at all. A joke. So now you're gonna tell me how you managed to get into this damn school with a brand new quirk that appeared out of nowhere.
I wasn't hiding my quirk from you. It was given to me by someone else recently. I'll work until I have full control over this borrowed quirk, and I'll finally beat you with my own power.
I didn't understand what you meant back then, because what you were saying made no sense. But still, you kept climbing higher and higher, always looking so satisfied with yourself. Ever since that sludge villain. No, it actually started when All Might came to town. Better and better until you finally passed the licensing exam where I failed. How the hell is that even possible?
That wasn't a matter of ability, though.
Shut up and listen, you damn nerd.
Sorry.
It pissed me off that I've been beaten by such a pathetic weakling. Excuse me. But after seeing what happened to All Might and Camino, I began to understand. It looks like you made that borrowed power your own.
Here it goes.
I've been giving this a lot of thought. You got your quirk from All Might, didn't you? He gave you his power. I heard about the boss villain. Apparently, he has the ability to steal a person's quirk and give it to someone else, which sounds kind of crazy. But then one of those old cat ladies, had her powers taken from her and can't work anymore. And then you met All Might, and you started changing and lost his power. And had to retire just like her. I remember what he said after he beat the big bad. We all heard it. Now, it's your turn. Back then, you were the only one who really meant you're the only one who really understood what he meant. There's more evidence too, like how those Nomu monsters had multiple quirks, even though it seemed impossible. Besides,
you got weaker, all right. I'll make certain you're locked up for the rest of your life.
All Might and that boss villain knew each other before that fight. Quirks can move from one person to another. All Might knew the guy that could do it. Somehow it's all connected to what you said about getting your quirk from someone else. I asked All Might about this in a way, but he wouldn't give me a straight answer. That's why you're gonna tell me the truth. Don't look so sad. He didn't take you seriously, so I don't think he'll say anything. This time I'll let things slide. Just make sure this doesn't happen again. You're not trying to deny anything, which means I must be right. So say it.
When he said he wanted to talk about my quirk, I knew he was coming. Knew what was coming. This is the price I pay for not following All Might's instructions. Okay, what if it's true?
You and I both wanted to be just like All Might when we were growing up, but I was the one who had the potential. But somehow a little nobody like you was singled out by the person I admired most. And I didn't even realize it. That's why we're here. You and I are settling this. Right here, right now.
Here's the preview. Kacha and I have both admired All Might with our whole hearts since we were little kids. That's why it's hard to see the meaning in this fight, no matter who wins. What is there to be gained? Still, I have to go through with it. In a way, I think I owe it to Kachan. After all, we've been through so much together. Next time, Deku versus Kachan Part 2. Right now, I'm the only person who can understand how Kachan must be feeling. Go Beyond, plus Ultra! Okay, now we have 2 more episodes left. This is Deku versus Kachan, part 2. I've been giving it a lot of thought. You got your quirk from All Might, didn't you? He gave you his power. You're not trying to deny anything, which means I must be right. So say it. Okay, what if it's true? When you and I were kids, we both wanted to be like All Might, but I had the potential. Somehow, a little nobody like you was singled out by the person I admired most. And I didn't even realize it. That's why we're here. We are settling this right here, right now. Wait, what? How is that the best way for us to work things out? No, this is bad. We're not even supposed to be at ground beta by ourselves. Why don't we talk about this during our free periods? We can reserve a training room or something. There's no reason it has to be right now. If we fight for real at school, we'll be stopped. I want to know what made All Might give his power to a loser like you. Let me see for myself. Is it because you looked up to him more than I did? And if that's the case, does it mean everything I've done to be like him is wrong? No, Kachan. Hey, did you see what he just did? Man, it doesn't get any cooler than All Might. He's always smiling, no matter how bad things get. No matter how much trouble he's in, he's always the winner. He's the coolest in the universe. Do you think I can be a hero too? You really want to do this? If you don't want to get hurt, punch back. Oh yeah, you switched to using kicks more these days, didn't you? Come on, stop! This isn't smart! Kachan! A right hook? No, I got him like that before. He'll remember. That's a fate. What's your problem? You know what your problem is? You're always thinking, overthinking things. Just fight me! You're serious? You want to spar? 2 students from Class 1A identifying breaking curfew, contacting their homeroom teacher now. Hey, Eraserhead, your students are loitering at ground beta. You're responsible for rounding them up. Are you kidding? Who would be stupid enough to sneak out? Oh, you have to stop this. Why fight each other when we can just talk things out? You were right to look up to All Might when you did. I know just how much he meant to you when we were growing. I told you to wait. Wait for me, please. Kachan. You were always behind me our whole lives. Are you all right? You were stuck to me. I couldn't get rid of you. No matter how much I tried, you kept coming back. Listen to me. Stop running. Stand up and fight. They both, when they were kids, they got ultra rare All Might cards. Yeah, boy. Seriously, those things are so awesome. We both admired him. So why? Okay, so honestly, All Might did not say this to Bakugo in episode 8. This is just how he met. I guess this is how Bakugo remembered what All Might said to him. The original line was, "Pride is an important attribute to have, and while you still have the attributes to become a pro hero, there's still plenty for you to learn."
In small doses, pride can be a useful attribute to have. I'd say you certainly have the ability to become a pro hero. I know why you're so angry, young Bakugo. Because of young Midoriya's sudden improvement, right? But you have to remember each of your rankings when the year first began. It's much easier to level up when you're a novice.
Why? Why? Tell me! Hey, are you all right? Don't you dare worry about me! Attack me! Why would you fight back? Why did I end up chasing someone who was always so far behind me? Why did a damn small like prize like you get strong and become number one hero sidekick, his favorite? You got so much stronger, and I destroyed All Might. I admired him so much. But it's because of me he ended up losing his power. If I had been strong, if I hadn't been kidnapped by villains, then it never would have happened. I knew it was my fault, but hasn't said anything. Everyone has to know it, though. I can't get it out of my head. I can't get it out of my head. It's like it's constantly playing on loop. What the hell am I supposed to do? No, he's been carrying this guilt with him the whole time, even more than me. He's been blaming himself, obsessing over it. It turned out our fight wasn't what I thought it would be. It didn't really matter who won or lost. That wasn't the point. Even so, I felt like I had to go through with it, because in that moment, I was the only person in the world who understand how Kachan felt. Ah! This is actually good. I can see whether or not my shoot style works against him. If I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna go all out. I'm going all out. I refuse to be your punching bag, Kachan. Let's go! He just needed to vent his emotions, and fighting was the only way he knew how. I couldn't ignore him or run off. Not after everything we've been through. Our relationship to one another was totally screwed up. Kindergarten, elementary, middle school, high school. We've known each other for so long, but until that point, we never really talked about how we really felt. Above! That was close. I can't let him think. He'll be on me before I land. This is bad. Watch out for his hand. Ah! No time to catch my breath. Oh, it's no good. He's not giving me any time to try and predict his moves. His reaction times has gotten faster. Much better than the last time we fought. I guess I shouldn't be surprised that we both have been getting stronger. What are you smiling about? Ah! I thought you were going to be my punching bag. I'm not. I bet you got some kind of plan up your sleeve. Stun grenade. That's one of the things I hate most about you. I can never tell what you're thinking. No matter how much I beat you up, you can't get me back. It's obvious you've always looked down on me, even when we were kids. If you think you're better than me, if you're seriously gonna believe you're gonna surpass me as a hero, even with your new power, you better think again, Deku! Wait, is that what you actually believed all this time? Think about it, Kachan. If I looked down on you, I wouldn't want anything to do with you anymore. But I'm still here. I noticed things you couldn't all these years because I had nothing at first. There were things I hated about you, sure, but I could clearly see how amazing you were. You had so much going for you that I didn't have. All Might was my hero, but you were the one actually in my life. He's fatter than before. Because I was so emotional, I lost a bit of control. I've been so focused on keeping my folk howling at 5% this entire time that I didn't realize how much stronger my body had become thanks to all the training and testing. I can't dodge. Gotta block. My continuous whole body limit had been raised to 8%. I thought you were incredible, Kachan. That's why I wanted to see what you become. That's the reason I kept chasing after you. I wasn't prepared for this new level of speed. Going from a continuous 5 to 8% isn't a dramatic change in the long run, but with that slight distance, just for an instant, that's the reason I kept chasing after you. You passed me. My timing was off on that hit. He kicked into a higher gear. Is that all you got? I didn't want to say this, and I never admitted something like this to your face. But the truth is, can't you see? That's why I want to beat you. Because you're amazing. When I get riled up and my desire to win surpasses my desire to save someone without meaning to, I start talking like you. You're so mean sometimes, and I hate it. But my idea of victory is so tied to the image of you in my head, and in those moments I can't help but imitate you. I've got the upper hand in the air. I didn't jump without a plan. Kachan thinks he's got a strong handle on my shoot style, but I'm not enough. not nice enough to let him pummel me, just to relieve a little stress. The only reason I'm using my kicks is so my arms don't get too abused. But I never said I could use them at 5%! Huh? You're the best! That's why I want to defeat you!
Now, it's your turn.
Oh, I have to, in order to meet the expectations that All Might has for me!
I'll work until I have full control of this borrowed quirk. And I'll finally beat you with my own power!
That's it. We're done here. I won this fight. You have All Might's power, but even after using it as strength, even after making it your own, you still managed to lose. How you still managed to lose to me? Why? How could you lose? Stop this right now, both of you. I'm sorry, but I heard what you said. All Might.
When did you get here?
I didn't know this before. Notice before. I should have. It's too late now. Why did you pick Deku? It started when the sludge villain came, didn't it? So why him? He was powerless, but still more heroic than anyone else. I knew you were strong. That much was obvious. You were someone who could already fight. So I decided that he should have a chance to stand in the ring. But now you know I'm weak too. I always wanted to be like you, which meant being as strong as possible. But look what I did to you. Because I'm not good enough. It was never your fault, young Bakugo. I was always going to lose my power. You couldn't do anything to change that. You are strong, but I focused too much on your physical strength and overlooked what was important. This isn't your burden. I apologize. Sometimes I forget your children. After being a hero for so many years, you learn a few things. Striving to be the best, like you, young Bakugo, and caring deeply about people, about rescuing those in trouble like you, young Midoriya. Both of those feelings are necessary in a hero. Otherwise, they'll truly be able to represent justice. Never true. That's why you admire his strength so much, young Midoriya. And I know that's why you've always feared his heart and spirit, young Bakugo. Now that you laid your feelings out on the table, maybe you can understand each other. If you have mutual respect and focus on making one another stronger, I have no doubt you'll become the ultimate heroes, winning and saving people at the same time. Damn it. That's not what I wanted to hear. You had the strongest guy in the world lay the groundwork for you. Don't you dare lose again.
I'll work harder so that I can beat you.
Okay, talk. Who knows about you two? Recovery Girl and Principal Nezu do. As far as students go, only you. And you don't want this to get out, because that would be bad. Don't worry, your secret's safe with me. I won't tell anyone what's going on. Unlike Deku, I can keep my mouth shut. This will stay between us.
Thanks, Kachan.
I don't deserve this. I should be down on my hands and knees begging for you to keep this secret from me. Yet here you are being considerate and helping me out. Thank you. I'm not doing this for you. It would just be a real pain if this got out and messed stuff up. Now that it's come to this, I can explain what's happened between me and young Midoriya. It's only fair.
And so, All Might told Kachan the whole story about the power passed down through generations in order to be used against great evil, about how he used that power to become the symbol of peace, how he was gravely injured, which limited his strength, and finally, how he chose his successor.
If this got out, people be confused and they start wondering where the power is. You idiot, what were you thinking when you first told me about it? It was my own choice to use the last of my abilities. I said this earlier, but this was in no way your fault. Yeah, sure. This doesn't change what I have to do.
I'm gonna end up being the #1 hero no matter what.
True, you're right about that. Things aren't gonna be the same, Deku. Got that? You've been watching me and everyone around you, absorbing what you see to get stronger. Well, I can do the exact same thing and keep getting better myself. I'll go higher than even you, Chosen One.
Right. And I guess I'll just have to be better than that. And better than that.
Huh? What?
I have to go even higher than you. Damn it, nerd! I just said I was going to be the one to surpass you! I know! And now that I'm saying I'm going to go beyond that level. What?
They become proper rivals now, in a way they weren't before.
The secret between me and All Might became a secret the three of us shared. And then?
You fought the night you finished the preliminary hero licensing exam. I'm glad to see that you two have so much energy. Wait, hold up with those restraints. It's my fault that they sparred in the first place. Huh? Midoriya and Bakugo. Why am I not surprised to hear that? I understand they're at the practice field. Yes, and I wanted to catch them before you went. I've known these two since before they came to your way. I've given the pair quite a thought. Will you leave them to me for now? I'll bring them back. Your fault? And how is that? It seems young Bakugo has been feeling like he was responsible for my retirement. He had to face the licensing exam with his pent-up emotions, and his inferiority complex exploded, and this happened. This all started when I realized I was being negligent. I didn't realize I was being negligent. This whole fight was brought about because of the failure of his teacher. I understand that they felt they had to break the rules, but this isn't something I can just ignore. There must be a suitable punishment. Who threw the first punch? I did.
I also went pretty hard. It wasn't just him.
And you're both on house arrest. 4 days for Bakugo and 3 for Midoriya. During that time, you will clean all the common areas on the dorm morning and night. Plus, I want a written apology. If you're injured, need to be checked out, head to the infirmary. But don't rely on the old lady's quirk this time. Think of a way to heal yourselves. That's all. Go.
What? You guys threw down, and now you're under house arrest?
Hilarious!
Great Tazik, you're both morons.
Pinnacle of stupidity.
So did you guys make up after, or? Well, it wasn't it that we made up exactly. It's kind of hard to put into words.
You're lucky you two got away with house arrest. Though this does mean you'll be missing the opening ceremony we're going to right now. Bakugo, what about our extra classes? Shut it, Icy Hot! This has nothing to do with you!
Okay, well, thanks for cleaning up. So, about my shoot style, what do you think of it?
Your movements are too obvious. Even when you got faster, I was able to dodge them. You're not going to win any fight that way.
All right.
When you added in punches, it really pissed me off.
Got it. Here's the preview. UA High second semester has begun. After the Hosu incident, the training camp, and the provisional license exam, we all have grown quite a bit. Now it's time to show what we can do with our work studies. Unfortunately, with All Might's retirement, a lot of villains who have been hiding in the shadows are become much more active. Next time, a season of encounters. This is a story of how I met the big three. Hooray! The top A. Go beyond. Plus Ultra. Okay, last episode for today is Unrivaled.
Morning. Now that Midoriya is back, we'll go into further detail. We'll go into more detail about what the work studies entail. Go ahead and come in.
Morning. Now that Midoriya is back, we'll go.
Sorry. Oh, sorry. I'll have people who experience them firsthand explain. I suggest you listen carefully as they pointed out from work studies differ from their internships. These three are first years at UA, who rank at the very top of our student body. You may know them as The big three.
The big three, and it's him.
The best in the hero course. The big three. Big three are no joke.
Of all the talented students here, they're the ones at the top. They're on a different level, still in school, but practically pro heroes. If they're as good as I hear, then they're the students we should be chasing after. They don't look all that special to me, except the girl. She's pretty hot. Denki, Jiro is right there. How dare you disrespect your girl like that? Shut up. The guy from outside. I can't believe it. I can only see his face then, so I didn't recognize him. But I know who he is. He was in the sports festival I watched from home last year. He didn't do very well, but he definitely left a strong impression. If I remember correctly, the other two didn't take any medals home either. And yet, they're UA's big three. I wonder how they got that title.
Get to it. Introduce yourselves briefly. Let's start with Amajiki.
Oh, what would I look? So much intensity in such a single glance. Ah! I can't do it's no good. You two go. I just can't. Even if I try to imagine them as potatoes, I can see their human bodies. I know they're still people. No words are coming out. My mind is blank and my mouth is dry. Huh? I can't say anything. I wanna go home. Huh? Okay, so are you really one of UA's top heroes? And come on, Amajiki, you need to have a heart of a lion, not a kitten. You know, even though you're human. Get what I mean? This is our kitten, Tamaki Amajiki. And hi, my name is Nejire Hato. I'm supposed to talk about work studies. You first years have a really exciting time ahead of you. Hey, wait, hold on. Are you wearing a mask? Is it because you're feeling sick or just trying to look cool? Oh, whoa, you must be Todoroki, am I right? Hey, yeah, how'd you get that big burn on your face?
That's none of your...
Ashido, if your horns break off, you think you'll grow new ones? Oh, and can you wiggle them?
Minetta, are those balls in your hair or what? I don't get it. Like, balls? Oh, and Atsui, you're a tree frog, not a gross toad, right? Oh my gosh, there's so much I want to know about every one of you. Let's have a Q&A.
Total airhead, even cuter. She's a total airhead, even cuter.
All those questions make her sound so young.
Yeah, like a kindergartner. Calm down. Hey, Ojiro, can you zip out your entire body weight with that tail of yours? Well, you see, come on, tell me I really want to know.
This is completely irrational.
Oh, there's no need for you to worry, Eraserhead. I'm up next, and I'll get the audience refocused. The future's gonna be... Gonna be what? Awful! That's your part, guys. Oh, crap. My call and response was totally Holy fail. Is it just me, or is each one of them seem like a complete weirdo? Is this some kind of joke? What's the deal?
Their strangeness is palpable.
Okay, you guys look like you have no idea what's going on, but I guess we are third years. So we just showed up in your classroom to explain a program that's completely voluntary. I can see how you both be confused by that. You guys both got your provisional license as first years, right? Huh. This batch of new students has proven to be pretty darn energetic. So the problem is, you must not have a sense of humor. That's why my joke didn't land, huh?
Don't do it.
Heads up! The brand new plan is all you first years fight me at once. You want to fight us? Yeah, what, like now? Well, if you want them to experience our experiences, it's pretty rational way of doing it then. Right, Eraserhead? Rational.
Do whatever you want.
Is he for real? Oh yeah, Toad's for real.
Mirio, you're impossible. It would have been simpler for us to just tell them
This is what it's like. Here's what we learned from it. Not everyone has your level of drive. Plus, think about it. What if some of them can't recover after fighting you? No one wants to spend the next few years in a hospital bed. I bet he's just trying to psych us out. Hey, listen up. It's story time. This really pissed me off, like Hado touching Mina's horns. Because what I learned from that is that I feel like it really hurts her. It stimulates like pain in her nerves on her head. And that's so mean, Hado. You were such a big meanie. Long ago, a student got frustrated in class and quit being a hero, and it was terrible for everyone. Did you know that? So, Togeda, I know our job is tough, but you better make sure that you know what you're doing. Be careful, okay?
Be careful, okay? Please stop touching those.
Let's think about this. You're obviously much farther ahead of us, but we fought pros before.
Not to mention we took down some legitimate villains. I don't think you need to worry about hurting us. We're not a bunch of wannabes. But you're gonna have to show me. That's the truth. Now, who's gonna start this party? I got this. No. Wait. I got this.
I'm first. You stole my thunder!
I'll catch up with everything I fell behind these past 3 days. You can do it.
View this as a learning experience. This will be a good opportunity for you.
Oh, the problem child. Yeah, this is perfect. I've heard you got plenty of fire in you. The top student at UA. If I'm going to spar with someone, he's the best opponent I could ask for. How will I fare against him at my level? How much distance is between us? A close combat team should surround on the first day. Let's do this. We got ourselves a new mentor. Thanks for the opportunity, man. The opportunity to kick your butt. Huh? Ah! No, why did your clothes just fall off? Oops, my quirk is kind of tricky. Bad news. You're open. So that's it. His quirk lets things pass through him. It's an amazing power. What should I do? Went for the face, huh? Oh, what's this? Oh, where did he go? I think I'll start out by taking out the long distance fight. He warped powers into slipping through thing. Oh, excuse me. Okay, I'm done. Okay, I'm good. I'm good. How do you look out with such a good quirk? You're wrong. Mirio's quirk isn't what you should be jealous of. You should be envying his skills. That's what sets him apart first years. Mirio did a work study with the hero, but didn't stop there. He kept building himself up. Power! Mirio Togeda. In my opinion, he's the person who's closest to taking the spot of the #1 hero. That's including the pros. He's got more than half of them in an instant. A student, but closer to being #1 than most heroes. You're not going to fight. You must be interested in taking the top spot yourself. But I didn't get my professional license, though. Well, he certainly calmed down. Think that's it for the long distance fighters. All that's left are the ones who are specialized in close quarters combat. I have no idea how he just did that. It's one thing to be able to phase through stuff, but warping too? He's unrivaled. Do we stand a chance? Hold the flattery. Unrivaled? That's just one word that can tell what level you're at. Like how an ordinary person might think. A pro's impressive, but a lack of ability to figure out why. If you can tell how much hard work Mirio has put in, then you'll never be able to match him. There's more to his quirk than we're seeing. Whether this true power is slipping through matter or whether he's somehow warping himself through space. Either way, it's still landing the attacks directly. We should be able to counter him in the moment he's about to make contact. Even if we can't tell what he's thinking, we should theorize on what we do know. Use that knowledge to find a way to beat him. Yeah, you said it. House arrest didn't put a dent in your fighting spirit. And let's see if you can figure out how to win. He went under. Bet he'll probably come up. There! He wasn't surprised. He predicted this is where I'd be. Pretty smart. Watch this! An ultimate move! Blinder touch, eyeball crush! I discovered, I discovered that most people try to launch a counterattack just like you did. So naturally, I trained to work around such moves. Nice try, though. Midoriya! Damn! Power! Hey, check out Tokada, huh? He's gotten super powerful lately. Are you even watching? Maria's been strong ever since we were little kids. Problem is, he needs to learn how to hold back. I tried to make it so you wouldn't see my willy. Sorry if you got a peek. But anyway, that's a taste of what it's like to fighting me. We all just got punched in the stomach without ever knowing what was going on. Right? So what do you think? Is my quirk strong? His punches are hella strong, like seriously.
Too strong!
That's not fair! Mine's nothing in comparison! How can you slip through things and warp? Do you have two powers like Todoroki does?
Nope, just the one.
Just one? Oh, I know. I can tell you what his quirk is. Hey, can I say it? Permeation. Cool, right? I know. Let Mirio explain his own power. Yep, I got a sweet quirk that's called permeation. What you guys thought as a warp was, you guessed it, simply an alternative application of that power. Oh, sorry, Hato. So, how exactly do you warp, huh? I activate my quirk, then my entire body. Then I can pass through anything I want, no sweat. Everything. And includes solid ground. So that was you falling through the floor of the gym? That's right. I went deep underground. And then, whenever I release my quirk while I'm falling, something super strange happens. Apparently, things when mass can overlap. That's called physics. So when I get repelled upward, think of it this way: the ground spits me out, and I fly up into the air. That's how my warp works. By adjusting the direction I'm facing or the pose I'm holding, I can change the angle I come out at, so I can aim at different spots. Honestly,
Sounds like a Bucky video game. That sounds like a Bucky video game.
Hey, that's pretty funny!
when I thought of that, I thought of like people who would always like use hacks and tricks in Gary's mod. Anyone know or what and play or watch Gary's mod? I saw videos of it from Mark and Jack when playing it with Bob and Wade. You're able to avoid any attacks, and you can move anywhere you want in an instant. Oh, you were born with a really strong quirk. That's not true. Not true. My power is only strong because I made it that way. When my quirk is activated, my lungs can't take in oxygen. Even if I breathe it in, the air will just pass through. In the same way, my eardrums won't work, and light can't go through my retinas. If I pass through everything, that means I can't feel anything when I'm in that state. Even though I have a body, I can't stop falling. I could probably keep going down forever. Does that make sense? That's why, if you want to go through something, like, say, a wall, I have to concentrate really hard. If I activate everything except one leg, then I release the other leg and land on it. Then the first thing is the last one to go through. Even for a simple action like that, there are a bunch of little steps involved. Oh man, if I were in a hurry, I would mess that up every single time. Seriously, if you can't feel anything, how are you supposed to move? Growing up, I was always behind, as you might expect. In no time, I dropped to dead last. I dropped my pants a lot too. In order to get on top with this quirk, I couldn't just hope that things would get better. I had to think. I had to learn to make combat decisions and picked up a few new tricks. But above all, I learned what to predict what would happen next and made those predictions possible. Impossible in the first place was experience. I based my predictions on what I learned. This was kind of a roundabout way to get my point across, but that's why I wanted to fight, to show you through experience rather than words. In our work studies, we're not treated as guests like our internships. We're regarded as one of the sidekicks or even as a pro. That can be super scary. Pros can get hurt, and sometimes they end up watching people die. And every scary and painful thing you go through is an important experience that you can't get inside a classroom, even at UA. I transformed that experience and got into my work study into power. That's how I got into the top spot. And it's why I think that they're worth it.
even if you're scared. You with me, first years? Turn experience into power. He even gives pet talks like a pro. I can't believe we went through all of this for us. He went all this through us, even though he could have just explained it. So these really are different. I kind of feel like I messed out. Hold on, I missed out on stuff in my internship. Yeah, they try not to let us do anything too dangerous. Guess we won't be needing that during work studies. Now that we got our licenses, we'll be treated as pros once we're on the field.
So we gotta be prepared ourselves for that. Exactly what I wanted.
This is great. Yeah, this is great. All of us came to UA because we want to be pro heroes, right?
That's true.
C'est la vie.
We have to keep climbing.
Ampy plus ultra.
I need to get my provisional license soon, or I'll be left behind. Let's get back to class now. Say thank you.
Thank you very much. So what do you think? We got the point across? Maybe not.
I'm just glad I didn't have to do anything. Let's be grateful to Mirio.
At first, his quirk was something that held him back, but still he made the most of his power and got as much experience as he could. He learned how to predict people's actions. He's not standing at the top of UA because he was born strong. He worked incredibly hard to get to that point. Mirio Togata, 3rd year. Hey, so we thought you hurt some of them on accident, but no one was injured, so I think you did a good job. Way to go, Mirio. A+. It was pretty close though a few times, and they saw me naked. Yeah, did anyone surprise you? I want to know. Come on, spill. Well, I mostly defeat people using the element of surprise. It's my basic strategy in a nutshell. That problem child analyzed my first round of moves and then predicted what I do. I bet Sir would love to meet him.
Hey! If you got trust, then bring him over here right now! Back you go. Thanks. Sir!
Oh, I have some as well.
Oh, hand him over!
Hold on. Mine too. Am I? This is heavy. Thanks, man. Merci. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. You bastards! It's like you've been hoarding this for weeks!
Togata's story of how he went from last place to the top was so killer, wasn't it? Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to getting into my work study now. I hope we get the chance. I think they're still figuring out what to do with us first years. I suppose there's nothing we can do until Mr. Aizawa gives us the go-ahead.
You've learned about what a work study is from the big three, but it hasn't been decided yet whether or not you'll be allowed to do one. That won't be talked about until the faculty meeting. And if we're approved to do this, we'll have to think about how we'll handle the media. That's all I can tell. That's all I can tell you for now.
I need to take some initiative. I can't just sit and wait.
Work? Yes? What can I help you with? Huh? Work study? Wait, who is this again?
I was wondering if you would be willing to take any further program, Gran Torino?
Oh, fine. Remembered who I am, Big Shot. Sorry, kid. I'm working on something else right now, so I can't help you out. Oh, wait, I know who you are. You're that useless successor who failed at the sports festival. You have All Might's power, but even when using a strength after your own, somehow you still manage to lose to me.
It's because I've been so useless, and I want to make sure I'm doing whatever I can to get closer to being number one.
Way to make something obvious. Don't cool there, sport.
why don't you go ask your master about it instead of calling me? He's supposed to be devoting himself to teaching now that he's retired, right? But Mr. Aizawa said we should use the connections we got from our internships. Yeah, you can, sure, but that doesn't mean you have to go to that route. Don't you think that All Might can introduce you to a bunch of new people? First one who comes to mind is his former sidekick.
Oh, sir, I have news. You're low key today, aren't you?
Let's hear the report and make it quick.
Yes, sir. One of the persons we're investigating is on the move. Overhaul, the head of the Shie Hasakai.
This is your base. Looks pretty unsanitary.
Huh? Wait, yeah, like we'd show you where our main base is. This one's just a meeting place.
Ridiculous. The air's practically made of dust here. She's gonna make me sick. Join the club. The guys inside have been sick for a while. And what do you think he's doing?
It appears he's made contact with the League of Villains.
Hey guys, I'm back. And I brought that dude. He said he wanted to talk to you, so here we are.
Be quiet. He's quiet, but pretty cool. He seems like a real creep.
Well, now, you brought us a pretty big catch, huh, Twice?
Just like we were one step closer to becoming real heroes, so too were the villains, even more deeper into the darkness. The entrusted successor and the successor released it into the wild. Soon, they would meet.
And that's the end of My Hero Academia Season 3. Unless I come back. That is until I come back with the other episodes, but that's far into the future. Speaking of the future, sometime soon we will do My Hero Academia Season 4 Part 1. I'll need to fix the transcript for it though. But otherwise, thank you all so much for watching this and for being entertained by this. But thank you all. I really appreciate this. There are going to be more voice for all sometime soon, not just with Ben 10 and My Hero Academia, but from other franchises that I love, like even from some video games like Sonic and some stuff from Nickelodeon and maybe some other Cartoon Network stuff. Maybe. And plus, my friends and I are going to be doing those. So you better wait for that. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching again. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. I will see you all sometime soon for the Ben 10 voice for all, which will be of season 4 of the original series. Until next time, bye.